thank you being here. And the following, hi Chris. The following 2 hours will be different to the previous workshops. As you can see, it's different, right? It's new for us too. We will not demonstrate exact details yet for the first hour. And instead, we will talk more, sharing opinions and experiences. And also, it's more like not spiritual, but more like idea sharing, because it's sci-fi, it's not AFV. It's not something we need accuracy. It's something requires more about creativities. And so in this room, please guys, we need more talk. We need more sharing, interfere, and we talk about things. We need answers. We need questions back as well. But for the beginning, we'll start with a quick introduction as every needed things. And this is Mr. Hsuan from Taiwan, and myself.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, and who's been the best of sci-fi 2 years ago?
At
Motion.
2024.
2024, which was 2 years ago. And he's been building for years. Myself, Alan, also I'm from mainland China, but I'm living in Taiwan, family reasons. So I'm across, basically I'm in Asia, right? So we've been judging creativity, sci-fi, and myself before was diorama, storytelling, vignettes, everything for longer times. And we've been working like partners for 4 years in the past in Malaysia, in Korea, in Taiwan, and now also in motion in the new categories. We try to bring something new to motion, and to us in Asia it's not something new, but it's still growing. So we need to share the experience to you guys to see what's happening over there in Asia, right? It's fascinating, it's something different. And especially with a lot of more painting skills, like you see a lot of figures from Asian painters these days, the eye-opening, right? And the ideas behind them are different than what you are used to. I think that's a huge cultural background, like a crash and everything. I love seeing this. So also at the same time for creativity and sci-fi, I think we do inject a lot of fresh blood into the works in Asia. And now it's coming here to motion as well. SMC has been doing this for a long time already as well. So we are happy to see a lot of new things growing from the soil. And today the focus is we basically separate everything into 4 parts. And the first part is mainly about himself and his works and how he jumped himself into this sci-fi pool, which is an endless pool, and there are no frames. It's a free space for that. And the second part is we will discuss more about the some like details of working, and then together he will demonstrate 2 parts of his skills. And the following last 3 and 4 parts, we stay away from the camera, so I'm basically sharing with the guests. So we will go back to talk. We will share you with what's happening with the RF show in Taiwan, and also with the creativity category and the works, what the guys are doing there, and how it's growing over the last 4 years. So that's basically today. But in between that, there will be quite a few questions to ask, both ways, right?
Yes, anytime.
So please open and be ready to answer, or to even just give a question or something. So treat yourself like the same. We're sitting here like a round table instead of us only speaking. But for the very beginning, we can just go through Mr. Tao's history. So let's go through the portfolio. So for this though, that's his experiences in the past.
我过去的经验就是我在2017年的时候开始加入这个模型的一个比赛，这样，那慢慢的接触到了很多的朋友，那就这样子让我慢慢开始接触到模型圈。那至于为什么会开始做这些东西的经过，就是待会会再说明。那这些只是我简单的介绍，那可以从这边看得出。
Okay, just make it this very quick, briefly. He started building, actually seriously building, 2017, which is like 9 years ago. And so he's been in modeling contests and everything. Basically, he showed himself to the surface. But before, since younger, he was building. I leave here a question, right? His age. And it's shocking. Okay. OK，
你问我多大年纪？
对，我觉得等一下说。
等一下再。
对对
OK, just wait a second.
I keep that as a surprise. Okay, and so this was the piece he brought to Motion like 2 years ago.
Yes.
And yeah, the
我
guys
的
were
我的
judging.
教局在那边。
Yeah. Okay, I'll move down about this. 那我现在来介绍一下这个翅膀，还有你的想法吗？
哦，对，就是说，原来的翅膀我是一个很干净的一个，就是一个很干净的翅膀的模型。对，我的原先创作是这个样子。那后来，经过跟朋友之间的讨论，发觉我必须要改一个方向出来。那在这个时候就跟 Alan 讨论过，我们要增加一点更生动的东西。
Okay, so we start with just one work, and for the next works, we'll quick go through the pictures. So this is a very good start connecting to to his past experience. So that was the original work he had. So you
Around
can
10 years ago.
10 years ago. So 10 years ago, he just beautiful fan, and then made this. And as you can see, he's a steampunk guy, right? He's into like using existing like a model. Everyone can tell maybe the Tamiya 1/16 German figure.
Yes.
Yeah. So he used that to convert, and then he sketch built the rest of everything with all the gadgets. So 10 years ago, that was the idea, and then here I was a little bit involved as well because that's the kind of condition what we had in Taiwan. For model shows, like every year the RF is in November, but we usually start a sharing season a month before at least, or sometimes 2 months beforehand. So we spend every weekend. We will have a workshop like this with 2 of the judges from each category, and we will have a random group of guys to sign up for the workshop when they come. So what we give is to help them to see their works, and we gave some suggestions, advices, and ideas about the new category or the existing category. So all these guys knowing how to improve their work in the coming month, and then they would join the competition. So it's just kind of more sharing because during the competition, there's no time we can sit down and discuss, and there's no way you can bring your work there, everyone look at it, right? Like, so that's what we did. And also during the time, we were talking about our own works many times. So he was showing me these photos and everything, and we were always sharing experiences, some just pop up ideas. And I was like, okay, this is a little bit simple. Maybe we can add more things to add a story. I guess everyone agrees that story is the key for every type of model, right? Like even a tank, you can still make some story on it. A diorama or anything, you can make a story. And this one, we can add more stories. So we were thinking about how about making it flying, make it something different. So he already had the idea to add a pair of wings that time, but he was just struggling of it's just only a pair of wings. And I somehow just came out idea. I was like, no, maybe you can make it vintage, like a bull skin, and draw an old sailing map on it, like a treasure hunt map on it, to kind of make it look this bird or this machine, and the guy has been exploring the world and treasure hunting or something like that.
Something.
So I did some story into it, so it totally changed the
就
idea.
是在类似像大航海的那个时代。
Yeah, like the great conquerors or the
yes.
sailing, So that's something. I would say as a sci-fi modeler, you don't work alone because it's more like you're floating in the universe. You have no destination. You have nothing to look for, right? You're basically just doing this. So sometimes you need to share with people and to hear the second opinion and to think how they think about your idea and to shape it into something that other people can understand your mind. That's the key, because if you open your creation to go too far, and that's enjoyable and no, but you have to sometimes drag it back because other people may not understand what you do. So you have to talk to people during the creation, during the building. Otherwise, if you just lock yourself onto your workbench and you keep doing your show and nobody understands it, like you feel a little bit I don't know the feeling, frustrated or like losing your confidence or something. So you have to encourage yourself to keep building, but you don't know where to go. So that's the struggle. Also, that's the challenge for sci-fi lovers. If you guys agree, please, like, if you are a sci-fi builder, please put your hand so we know how many are actually into the sci-fi here. Wow, are you guys agree with the feeling?
I think so.
Yeah, and I love to hear the no.
It's not like no, but usually in this part of the world we are working on one segment of the story. We are not thinking about the whole story, just about this picture.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually another story because you need to create a whole universe and then you build a part of it, which is more like Star Wars, right? Everyone can see it. If you build one part of Star Wars, is that sci-fi? Yeah, that's sci-fi. But is that creative sci-fi? Question. I wouldn't say yes or no, but I leave this to you, right? It's sci-fi.
It's sci-fi. It's a
Yeah.
but not only.
Not only. And sci-fi shouldn't only go to one way. It should have like 10 or 360 directions. That you agree with, right? So again, sharing, talking is so important to make sure you are on the track that other people can understand you and then you move on. Otherwise, you need to maybe stop to adjust the direction, or you can keep moving on until you keep telling people your idea until one day you create a universe and people know what you're doing, which also an option, but it takes a lot of time. Okay. So that was just an experience, how example how to share, how to talk as sci-fi group. That's so important. Like, and the following works he did. 我这样就慢慢的给的。
对，就是装了很多其他的东西套进去到这只鱼里面，那人也是另外找了一个人这样，那改变得到让那个原型的设计师觉得，哎，我的想象比他想象的还更多这样。
所以这个机械鱼之前是有一个
3D 的东西，但是已经被我改到它都快认不出。
是 3D 印的吗
？3D。So 也是个得奖的作品嘛，就是得奖的奖品。
So it was a mechanical. The fish was a prize he won from a competition, and he converted. He added a lot of parts and turned it into something totally different. And the original designer of this couldn't even imagine that he did some actual work on it to make it into something new and different.
这是小红帽的故事。那在这个现代的都市丛林里面，就会发生很多像原始森林的感觉，只是我们把它现代化。那也是有一些相机把它改变出来的。
这个相机我们先不说了，等一下给他们那个
OK，
给他们猜吧。
大概就是一个现代小红帽的故事。
So this is
Ruffle.
like a fairy tale, the little red head, but he puts the story into a modern, even an over-modern, urban background to represent. But the key is there's one element, and you will notice he likes to use. So far, I haven't seen anyone else use this in a sci-fi creation. But I'll leave this. For the following works, you will see more. So let's see if you can guess what he's using. And that also will bring out his background, his profession. Okay, this is a classic MAK, but
这个
converted.
是全部都是自己制造出来的，就是完全手做的。
It's 100% sketch built.
就是从 MAK 的材料变的。
And he's using multiple MAK parts and motorbikes.
这个就是在这里的。
And this one is here, right?
这所有的背景的材料都是从相机里面搬过来。
So now I'm pretty much simple to see the answer, right? The element, what he's using. You guys already see, right? It's camera, yeah. cameras, video cameras, old gadgets. So he especially adds on these parts to his works. Do you guys know why? Because he has a lot of cameras? Yes.
More than 100.
More than 100 old cameras for his parts to build models, because he was a professional commercial photographer for his career, and now he's retired.
Yeah.
But he was doing this for 多久?
More than 40 years.
More than 40 years. He was a commercial photographer, yeah, for multiple business and advertisements.
本来想找一张比较漂亮的美女照片，但是一下子找不到。
He was preparing. He planned to prepare a beautiful girl, which he shot a long time ago as one of the photos here. He was leaving the house in a hurry to come here.
But the model is more than 50 years ago, so it's like old mama.
Okay, but he said that model he had on mind. That was 40 years ago. He took the picture, and now the lady is a grandma. So that's not the reason why he didn't add it up here. But that shows what he is, right? Tao. He as a professional commercial photographer for 40 years, and then the lover of a modeler since he was younger to start building everything. And now in the last 10 years, he started using what he was so used to, the parts, into his modeling. So that's what's happening. And also this piece of bricks right here. So later during the break, you guys can.
这个的作品名称叫做《Tears of Fear》。
Oh yeah, the name of this work is Tears of Fear.
It's a band name.
Yes.
But 我可以这样子说吗？就是这个机器人本身是没有生命的，但它的灰尘带来的感觉，好像它在流眼泪，它意识到自己要被分解掉了。其实是一个悲伤的故事，这样。
So for this, he wanted to show a sad story, and I think it looks sad, right? So it was a robot, and which actually has no life, no AI, nothing.
Nothing.
And then he added on oil and all the weathering to it to make it look sad to us, to human being. So when we see this work, we feel the emotional message. Basically it looks like what you can understand with your eyes. It's like a robot, seems like waiting to be disassembled by a butcher or a doctor.
A butcher.
A butcher, right?
Yeah.
A mechanical butcher, basically. Okay.
这就是我的经验的，就是说我
So now it comes to we talk. We can stay away from the screen. Basically, we will introduce his past, how he got into sci-fi.
我最早是从一个电影，这个电影在1968年的，所以那个电影叫《Space Odyssey》。那看了这个电影，接着第2年就阿波罗的就登陆月球了。那对我在那个时代是一个很大的震撼，就是说，一部电影可以比登陆月球还早了解到这个事情的发生。然后那时候我只是一个高中生。
Okay, so one classic movie from the sci-fi guys. Name one, please.
Blade Runner.
Oh, okay.
2001 Space Odyssey.
Okay.
No, I just heard him say the name, but I love that movie too. So
Okay.
In Chinese.
Oh,
You
the
just caught the
Space
information.
Odyssey.
Can't read it. No, I just heard Space Odyssey, something like that. And
Okay.
I mean, it came out in 1968, I think.
1968. Yes.
Yeah.
The Kubrick.
Yeah.
Kubrick. Yeah.
Yeah. So for him, that was the can opening the movie, the Space Odyssey 2001, Stanley Kubrick's. That was exactly 1968. He was in high school.
Amazing sound effects and visual effects.
Yes. And you know what happened in the following year?
Next year.
The following year, 1969?
With who? With Kubrick?
No, with us, with the
no.
human beings, with the planet Earth and the moon.
1969.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. Sorry.
No,
the moon landing. The moon landing.
Yes, yes, that's a sci-fi.
I was thinking of totally different things. Sorry.
So Apollo 11 landed on the moon in the following year, 1969. And for him, like, he was like, I couldn't even imagine like something like a movie out of some people's creation even came out before we actually went up there to see the moon and in the movie, right? Which was a Space Odyssey. And so that opened his mind of imagination. And that's also the power of human being, that what we could create. And so many examples, like so many sci-fi, like Star Wars always the top example for that.
Oh yes, but like Star Wars is more like a space opera kind of sci-fi, not the space fantasy.
Yeah. So basically, can you imagine? Well, it was definitely before I was born. And I couldn't imagine how these guys could build such effects in movie industry to shoot films and all. And I think they were the original model builders as well to us, right? So they were actually creative with their fingers that time, without AI, without digital or computer. And so here comes out his age as well. He's actually same age as my father. Yeah, 1968, he was already in high school.
Sorry. OK，
今年70几了，
我1953年嘛
53年，今年72了
，73了。
73-year-old he's this year, and still solid and building, and traveling across the world to share and to join this, and you know, to me it's respectable. So basically, the idea of his beginning was a Space Odyssey.
接着在那一年就拿到了一个塔米尔的一个登月小艇的模型，这是我的最早的一个Sci-Fi的模型。这边我没有写，但是这样，那当然就是说，那个那个 Space 那个电影是一个很几何式的美学，那跟我喜欢的那种机械性的东西，我认为可以结合在一起，所以才会有这样子的那个审美的观念，大概是这样。
So also the year after was 1970.
Yeah.
1970 he got
Tamiya.
A model from Tamiya. It was also a moon landing craft.
Moon landing, yeah.
A moon landing craft. 1970
Yeah.
he got one model, and that time
It was starting.
it was a starting, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't want to just follow the instruction and build it. He wanted to add in something mechanical, something like steampunk style.
Yeah.
So he already started that basically 56 years ago to be a naughty model player instead of following
Yeah,
instruction.
but not only for the Sci-Fi, maybe 我曾经换过玩不同的模型，最后还是回到了 Sci-Fi 的一个范围。我喜欢玩嘛。
So he likes modeling. So also he went through tanks.
Yeah.
Ships also.
The ship, yes.
Ship too. So ships, and I think as most of us, right, modelers.
所有模型的玩家喜欢玩的，我都试着做过。
Okay, so he also experienced and tried to touch different types of models, but eventually he came back to sci-fi again.
Yeah.
Because he found the most fun from it.
Yeah, it's more 怎么讲？它更吸引我，就没有一个限制的一个创作的。
The key is the attraction for him is no limits. Basically, he doesn't need to follow like an instruction. How many of you guys? Okay, now we need to make this question into black and white. If you enjoy following step by step by instruction to finish a kit, that's one choice. And the other is be naughty, try your best to ruin a kit and make something yourself. Okay, so if you there's no better or worse. Just let's see, for argument's sake, let's see two separate groups. If you are the one, you need to be specific, follow the routes, follow the instruction. Please put your hand up. Let's see the percentage. Okay,
Okay.
And if you like being naughty, think out of the box and just be free.
I'm waiting for both.
Between the borders, so sometimes follow the kit and sometimes modify.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So there are people in between as well.
I think it's the hardest way, if you want to build open mind model. If
Yeah.
you manual or photo the model is okay, I replay, but I want to build my free model.
Yeah.
You want idea, you want space about, story about, and it's really, really hard to
Okay.
build. You want own color, own design, own scenery. It's really hard, but it's really free.
Yeah.
I make my own space, my own story about this model. Okay, if I build a motorcycle,
Yeah.
one of this type.
Yes.
I build, I don't know, Bozapo or robot.
Yeah.
So it's free, but for me it's hard to find.
It kills a lot of brain cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Organize, go to job. Okay, what make diagram?
Yeah. It's like struggling in a swamp. You don't see the shore, you don't see the safety string, there's nothing to help you, but you want to be free. It's like you're struggling in there. And for long enough, you don't feel the fun part of it. That's about like creating hardship, creating in sci-fi.
我基本上不会先有那样子的画面，我大概就是比如说像做这个机器人，我从它那个头开始是一个塔米尔的油箱，就看着，哎，发现可以开始做一个头，然后再想象它的身体是什么。那没有一定的蓝图在做，就是今天做到一半，想它会发生什么事情，然后才跟着一起去变。等于说这个模型是带领我去把它完成。
So his method is his experience is to let the model leading him.
Yes.
So what happens? Example for this one, he starts with the head. The
Just
head
only the head.
was a tank of a Tamiya motorbike.
Gloria 6x1 1 1/6
1/6 scale.
scale.
So it was out of a motorbike's tank to start with, and they were just doing a free building, and then he stops. He thinks about what can come next. So the way he does it is without a target, without a destination. He just goes with like step by step to find the next step to open the next door. Yeah, I think that's a way to relax for this if you don't have a final target, right?
Yeah.
And
then when finished the robot, I find my camera can be a catch. So I spray 2 camera to make this catch.
Right, I don't need to translate this.
Okay.
Okay, I'll translate that into Chinese.
Okay.
So back to that question again. I agree with you guys because myself, I always have a project on my workbench which is free, sci-fi. But that one seems will take another year or two to finish, and I don't push myself to finish it.
Yeah.
And in between, when I'm dried with ideas, I go back to just a easy build when follow the instruction, like to enjoy the working of it, just to chill. And then I'll go back to add more ideas into that one to build that thing. So as you said, like we jump in between two. So maybe that's the way to find the balance. Sometimes we do enjoy only without thinking, doing your finger busy on the skills. Sometimes you love to create something unique. Nobody else has done it before, and you bring out to a contest like that or to show on the Facebook to let people like your work. I think in between this, we need to always find a balance. And then, indeed, sci-fi is such a hard challenge. But the result of it, especially when people can read your work, it's such a satisfaction. Yeah.
有谁知道这个是从哪个相机猜得出来
And anyone, if you like cameras?
I'd just like to ask you a question about some other. So, what are there might be other favorite sci-fi movies, franchises, books, novels besides Space Odyssey? I am just interested.
For him?
Yeah.
所以我的 从电影里面得到的知识是最近比较看的比较多的是类似像蒸汽朋克的电影，但具体上我说不太出来它的片名是什么。那只是这种热机械的那种东西就很温暖我。比如说一个很发烫的一个蒸汽发动机，
爱死机系列，
对，
爱死亡机器人那些短片
啊，对对，有那一些，那还有一些上发条的机器人就差不多是这样子
mechanical
very mechanical.
So for him, his experience come from random things, not movie, not a book. But him personally, he likes steampunk, or well, basically steampunk. Let's say Peter Jackson's movies, right? The Mortal Engine, to me, that was something good, and steampunk. Also, the Love, Death Robots. Everyone knows for the series, like yeah,
Steam Boy, yeah.
So.
The animated movie.
Animation movie.
Otomo Katsuhiro's movie.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, he did with
The big kind of-
Sunrise and Studio 4C. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
really like Steve Boy.
That one has a lot of sci-fi creations in there, and adding all different elements. It's a messed up, but it's a great chill movie, sci-fi. So actually, it comes out to our question here. Is there? Oh, sorry. Yeah, where do you find your inspirations? That's a question to you guys.
你也用这个喉片是不是？
对，
哦，那很好用。
Video games.
Video games.
Well, this is very easy for me because I am just only doing like scratch builds or model painting based on like very old anime and movies from like the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. And that's it. I also do garage kit paintings and stuff like that. So it's this simple for me so far. Maybe it will evolve in the future, probably.
I know Chris is from his daily life, like adventure, hiking, the protection of the nature, everything.
We kind of live in post-apo and do not live yet. I think it's synthesizing.
Yeah.
You can find areas in the world that are actually like post-apo fantasy, and then you can find some out of sci-fi movies. So I think that our everyday life, our world is the greatest inspiration. Because when we are watching some movie or playing a game, it's kind of copy somebody else's idea. Just find your own way.
I do have the feeling like many times,
It's very hard.
very hard.
You need some inspiration from
Yeah.
outside.
You need the original fuse, but so many ideas that you thought and other people has done it already. You know what I mean? Example, an idea came out when you were in the shower, and you start searching more references and all online, and you suddenly realize someone has done it. You're like, oh shit! You know what I mean? I have to think again. Oh, I'm so late. Do you have that kind of feeling sometimes? Yeah, you were excited for like an hour, and then you see someone else has done it. Oh, scheiße, I have to look for another way. So yeah, it happens all the time. So 已经
the opposite, where you look for references. It's like, how do I approach this? Then you see that no one has done it in that same way. It's like, so then you're thinking, okay, how am I going to paint this now? It's like, which area am I going to start taking ideas from?
Yeah, I mean, that comes to later. We have a Q&A with him. Actually, how can I put into this? That comes to the way like you need to create your universe. We actually discussed this question. I think to this point, like from that gentleman over there, is you are the leader of the new skill or new path. And it's only the matter, are you doing it better than someone will do it later to be better than you? You know what I mean? But when nobody has done it yet, and you did it, and it's the best so far until the record is broken by someone behind you. Which is, again, it's a big challenge as a sci-fi player all the time. Yeah. Okay, so basically, he will, from this work, yeah.
Sorry for interrupting. Just out of curiosity, on average for one project, how many kits do you burn through?
Yeah.
年轻的时候做了很多的模型，那通常没有完全完整的把它做完，所以这个就烂尾了，1个、2个、3个、4个。那我在完成它的时候呢，就是不是说这么的固定几何完成，我就去翻我以前剩下的东西，可以用的我就抓过来，可以用的就抓过来，所以很难界定说我用了多少，只是我用得到的我就会找得到。
Okay, firstly, since he was younger, he built a lot of models already.
Yeah.
Knowing his age, 70 above.
But still have a lot of unfinished.
So he has loads of unfinished works at home, which meaning he has so many boxes of half-used models at home. So for any project, he just randomly search and pick things. I actually have a question for him, like how big is room with all that? 所以你家里装这些地方有多大？
其实不大，但是我有个独立的工作室，这样子在玩。但现在件数其实不多了，我剩下的都是这些被分解的零件比较多。
那你的零件是分类的吗？
有简单的分类，有小到齿轮，然后到弹簧，到金属片，跟一些机械结构的东西。但即使不是机械结构的东西，我也是会先留着。那在翻的时候，也许这个东西我可以用，也许这个东西不可以用，就是自己决定。
更像一个缘分嘛。
啊，对 ，yes。
Okay, so how he organizes his parts? He has an individual work room, model room, and he basically has a lot of individual boxes. He puts all similar group of parts into each plastic box and label it on and put them all together on the shelves. Instead of we having model boxes, he has loads of plastic boxes with different parts, similar ones. And which sounds a little bit romantic is he doesn't really search for an exact part of something from this pile of rubbish, that's so-called, to turn them into something useful. He's following the fate. So, by the time he opens maybe 2 or 3 boxes of that, and okay, maybe I can use this, maybe I can use that. So chose a few over there, put it on the mat, and then think of how to assemble them together. So, you know what I mean? It's more like totally free and follow wherever the fate brings to him.
有时候找不到，你就换一个路去走。
Sometimes if he needs some exact part of it, if he couldn't find it after a few certain times trying, he will go to the plan B or plan C to think another way to accomplish the target instead of following that and being angry, right?
所以这个就是模型，它带着我去走它的路，这样。
That's how he feels like the models are leading him instead of him, like trying to go hard way to control. Yeah. So again, he's gonna demonstrate right now how to put a golden foil.
Golden leaf.
A metal golden leaf.
Golden leaf.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna step aside.
Usually they have 3 gold, silver, and brass, like this.
Okay, number 1 is showing the basic material. This a metal leaf where you can get from art shops.
This is brass.
Is this the same kind of metal leaf that they are using to gold coat paintings?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Full frames.
Yeah.
它很薄也很轻，所以
Thin and very light.
就不要开电扇或者是
during the work, not having a fan or any extra wind because it
For
influence.
example.
It's really thin.
This is brown
Magical. That looks good.
and this is gold. 我今天示范用铜的，
Okay.
因为金的很贵，
真的吗？
现在涨价涨得很可怕。
Okay, so This one was gold and the other was a bronze. He's gonna use the bronze because gold now these days expensive.
Very,
So he's
very
saving it.
expensive. OK，我先
So basically, these two like binders he's using. Let's see it. Yeah, okay. This one is water based.
Yes.
And the other is oil based. So he's using both of them like glue and also the surfacer after. So the water based one will be like a glue. And it dries slowly. Usually it takes about 30 minutes to dry. So just now.
Not like a vanish. 对，就是有点像 vanish 的那个光。
And the oil is you can also use oil on the front base, use it as a glue, but he's using the water base now. And because it takes 30 minutes to dry, so earlier he applied a layer already, and now it's getting dried. And for the oil part, instead of using it as a glue for the first layer, he will show to use it on the surface later after he applied the foil on it to protect the whole surface. So he's gonna show how he is doing the layers.
通常我会有镊子在捏，所以用手是一个。Just 这是一个 sponge for makeup, and just press it. Usually it will like this. This is it looks like a bone knife.
什么？
像骨刀一样的。
It's like acupuncture tools you use to like acupuncture or doing massage, or comb, usually made of animal bone, right? Or a horn, or buffalo.
它会好，我给他看。这样它会更光滑。
To smooth the surface.
对。然后我们就扫掉其他不要的。
对，这样好一点。
好，当你完成了这样子的阶段，大概要等1天干透。
So until now you apply the layer, and it takes about a whole day to get it 100% dried.
Yeah. Then you can use the mask tape to remove the other. You don't need it.
那所以你用那个遮盖带粘上吗？
对，就可以用。
怎么 remove 具体是等干了之后你粘上它自己会接下来就会掉了
对
然后没有胶的地方就会
没有有胶的地方它会粘住，那用那个 tape 粘的，就是说让这些边边的你不要的就被。
所以你涂的时候很重要，是不是？涂的那个边界。
对，很重要，就是你只需要你的部分。
那就是用遮盖带先盖住涂胶。
也是可以，也是可以。
然后等胶干，再用遮盖带上去，把它们没有粘的撕下来就对了，是不是 ？OK。
那因为通常我不会整块贴，就是只取局部。
每次一部分。
对。
Here comes a little tip. I think it's pretty important to share. So, when you apply the first layer like a glue, use masking tape. Oh, sorry, here.
Remove this.
Number one, use a masking tape on the outline, which you don't need to glue the foil. And then you have the center part to apply the glue. And after this, doing his steps until now.
Sorry.
And a day after, oh, that's his gold. No, I'm joking. That was the bronze. The
gold
is
here.
So after overnight, the part with the glue will keep the foil solid. And to remove it 100% after using his dry brush, as he showed, is to also use the masking tip to put on the extra edge parts and just to rip it off. It will take out all the foil without the glue underneath away, so it will look neat. Yeah, that's something new to me as well. So that was the way. Do you guys understand the way? Yeah. Okay.
Is there a way to smoothen the surface?
还有什么 like after this, yeah?
Yeah, because
就是这
it's wrinkled a bit.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get it smooth?
就还有办法让它更平吗？表面？
通常会用这个刮刀压。
Thank you.
通常我们会用这种压。
Use the same to press it.
Okay.
Yeah.
那就这样子的东西，它通常在边缘的时候可以做到比较接近抛光的效果。
啊，是很小力，是不是？
对，因为现在的胶还没有完全干，你
如果擀的话会吗？就滚。
滚也可以，但就是没有那么软的东西来滚，因为它这个刀是比较针对软金属。
所以这个滚也不行，是不是？
哦，另外一个重点，如果说你要求比较更光滑的表面，你必须把水溶性的溶剂稀释涂个2-3次，它这样在涂的表面就会比较光滑。啊，我现在就直接这样子试，所以它就会有一些。
Okay.
Okay.
The key is right. Because first layer he applied earlier was just using this directly, the glue, without thinning it. So what you can do to make like a close to perfect smoothness on the surface is to thin the glue, make it thinner and lasting longer to dry, and then apply this 2 or 3 times before applying the foil. And then you put the foil on, and then as he was demonstrating here, using this again and again, like this way, and also to use the other end, this kind of bigger flat surface to press straight
Good.
down. And while the glue was drying for longer time, you have longer time to work on it to make it smoother. Basically, that's how it works.
这个的东西需要一些时间来完成，但我这样是讲这个整个的过程。
It takes longer time than just now to demonstrate. So basically, if you spend more time in different parts of the period, when the glue was still wet and soft, you do the surface and it takes a little bit time to dry harder and it comes out with some wrinkles already and you have to do it again and it gets drier again. Basically, it's a repeating work. Yeah.
那就是现在已经有很好的金属漆了，那为什么我们还要用这个？就是说它会有一些自然的风化，你也许不见得马上要上保护漆， 你可以让它自己有一些自然的氧化的作用，那让它变成一个很沉淀的颜色。
Why not using a very good metal paint these days?
Like AK or AV.
Because this one, after
It's
time
real,
being, because it's real metal, so we'll go with aging and natural weathering instead of like a perfect paint looking. And after a while, it will not change. It will still look perfect, but this one will kind of show an aging effect. After all, it's real metal, right? So we'll go a little bit rusty. We'll go a little bit naturally aged. That's why he chose to use the foil still instead of the perfect metal paint.
它这边有一个比较简单的做法，要不要就放在这边让大家看一下？
好。And also, this one has a demonstrate on the photo, but not the way he was using.
就是他们用 spray 喷上去。
Okay. Instead of using brushing the glue, this one was just spraying the top surface glue and using brush.
大概就这样。
好
OK。那这个的工作就暂时。
Okay, so basically the key is this tool. And I think this material touching the real metal thin foil.
You can find in the art store.
Art store. You can find this in
fine art store. Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
You can also find this in a fine art store, and also the foil, and these two glues.
他们有一些在做书籍，自己装订书籍的时候会用这样子压，让
They use this to make books. Yeah.
就是示范一下，就是这样子。这就一个，就是一个锋利。
Okay.
OK，这个刀在那个地方可以找得到。
Basically, things not only from model shops, fine art. And now he's gonna demonstrate the wings with paper.
Yes, with the paper.
Right, he's gonna use paper to demonstrate how to make wings. Do you guys need a little break for a cigarette or for a drink or something? No?
No,
Okay, keep going.
if I need a cigarette, I will let you know.
需要吗？
待会儿，
待会儿。
等我们这个翅膀弄完。
So after wings, he will need a cigarette break.
这是我先做好的一个，
He made the wing already.
and then use this paper,
Kitchen paper.
kitchen paper，
干嘛呀？用它干嘛？
用它来做翅膀。
Oh, he's using the kitchen paper for the wings. I thought it was other. 我以为是用这个。
这个是我先染好的，就是染好了以后，
是这个 kitchen paper.
呀，
哇 Okay.
呃，
Never tried this. Yeah, thank you. So this is the kitchen paper, and this is also the kitchen paper. The same piece, not the same, but the kitchen paper. And they
Use
dye it
white
and dry
glue.
it. White glue,
稀释，加很多的水，
thin with water as usual.
加一点点咖啡渣，
A bit coffee stain, coffee grain.
那个都混好了以后，把它淋在上面。我现在不能够这样直接淋，对不对？我淋一点点，
哦，
让他们看一下。
这里是水稀释好的，是不是？
对，我有稀释过的。
干了我帮你，给我帮你。
可以可以。It's going like this.
thin white glue dyed with coffee grain, the liquid.
然后整张让它泡湿，
And a piece of paper.
我再多淋一点啊，到时候就把它丢了。通常我会用一个厨房用的 sponge 去让它压平，就只有简单就这样压平，放在料理台上面，琉璃台，就让它干。
So after you soak the whole thing into a tray or something with this process, and then using a kitchen sponge to press it.
Press it.
Yeah, to keep it kind of dry surface. 然后需要多久能干？完全干？
完全干就还好，通常你大概8分干的时候就可以几乎拿出。
要压吗？
要压，
要
就是
压
只要压一次，
就用 sponge 压一次，
压一次
就好了。
你看我们这样子弄出来以后，它就几乎会没有纹路了。就几乎没有纹路了。
哎，那你用两个颜色是一样的吗？为什么这个颜色看起来比那个好很多？
这个干透了以后就是
这个了，是啊。Okay. All right, this is very basic, but it's kind of amazing effect. If later you guys see from here directly without the lights, you can see.
Because 颜料在湿的时候是比较重啊，干了以后就会比较浅。
So the sponge pressing only one time, and to keep it half dry, and then you can just leave it in the kitchen. That's what it does. Leave it in the kitchen.
就说你仔细看，它上面还是会有一些小小的洞洞。
Until it dried and it looks like this. Later you guys can take a look of it, and
then 这是先做好的骨架。我大概会保留这样子。然后一样上颜料，cover 过去。
然后用这个压吗？压边吗？
目前是
用硬边哦。
对。大概抓了以后，再上一次，
再涂一次，
再涂一次。就是在这边涂，然后就粘上去了，粘上去等干的就是这样子。
那你干的过程中需要再压吗？就是你这个边角？
几乎不用，
不用，
几乎不用。你等干了以后再来做这些东西都还 OK。
那他们俩你把它关起来的时候是用中间这一层就是用这个胶
啊，对，
就够了，
就够了。
那个稀释度比例大概多少？
大概差不多1:5左右，你可以更湿。更湿的话，你就是等着干的时间会更久的。
Okay, thank you for waiting. I need to get the whole clear idea of it. So basically, you prepare the paper. It looks like this already, the yellowish thing. And then he prepared these bones with brass wares. Later, you can come close to take a look of this. Okay.
OK， 我们可以待会儿让他们自己上台来。
And then, as you saw already, he demonstrated the fold simply. Put this on.
就说
And then apply the same glue again in between. Fold it.
You can use this to.
And use the brush to on the surface 也是吧？
类似。
Also inside you use the glue to apply, put them together on the surface, glue again, and they attach well. And amazingly, when it's well dried, it looks like this already.
然后这样就可以开始上面做一些图案啦。
And then you can start painting on it or spray anything, right?
Anything.
Yeah, because this is pretty.
Maybe you can use some cream.
Cream.
Lotion.
干嘛？
就是涂这个表面，让它更有透明感，像飞行翼之类的那种透明感，它会更强。
You can apply moisturizer or lotion on this to make it go semi-clear, like to see through as well, to make it thinner, like visually.
Yeah.
As well. That's another tip. And I mean, painting is pretty basic.
那现在给他们自己上来看。OK，
大概需要多久的研习？
五分钟吧。
不能太快了吧？
10分钟 ，10 minutes。
Right, let's take a 10 minutes break for cigarette for him at least, like, and then you guys welcome to come here, take a close look, and
My work
also his works, and 这些都是给大家
free，对。
For the cars as well, free. Please take, and let's take a 10 minutes break, and after for the following parts will be Q&A for some more questions about skills and other things. And also we will introduce the model shows in Taiwan. Also we discuss scale, creation, which one is more important on the judging, because that was a very interesting point of it. Yeah. The first of all, like, do you guys have any more questions from the before parts? Yeah.
I want to know how he did the map texture on the wing.
Okay.
On the
The work, yeah. 他想知道你上次画那个翅膀地图是用怎么画的？
彩色铅笔 color pencil
Color pencil. Yeah, freehand.
free
是吗？自由画的。
是自由画
Freehand with a color pencil. Yeah. 然后你后面又加保护层了吗？
有
是用什么
lotion
？Lotion. And then he applied the lotion to protect on the surface. Yeah.
对用那个非水溶性的彩色铅笔。彩色铅笔不是有一种水溶性的，这样水的就晕开嘛，就是交叉着用。你如果用一些水溶性的，你可以让它晕染。
Ah. There are two types of pencils, right? Water-based and non-water-based.
Yes.
So use the non-water-based color pencils to draw the hard lines.
Yes.
And then it's up to your choice to, if you want to make it vintage, like the color spread, you can use the water-based color pencil on the top as well, with a little bit water, but so it will go without very sharp, clear lines. So that will look vintage, look old. Yeah. And then apply the lotion. Yeah, don't forget the lotion. Which brand of the lotion?
Ask your girlfriend or your
Yeah, the brand of the lotion. Easy.
那个叫香奈儿。
Chanel. It's expensive hobby.
Gotta steal some from the girlfriend's cabinet.
Oh yeah, like the sponge as well, yeah. Okay. If there's no questions, I'll very quickly go through. We prepared a Q&A. A few just quick notes here. Basically, what he's using to add, to find extra parts, not from his old leftover models. The lighters. He breaks lighters, he finds all these gadgets, especially the little metal spring in there. It's very useful.
Sometimes the spring from
And
here.
also the spring from here, like the bowler pins, yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I will use my lot of the 齿轮
The wheels.
from the old
camera, old camera.
Maybe you can buy from the watch or
Like, I don't know if you guys can find, but that's a privilege from us in Asia, because in China, Taobao, like there's an online Amazon thing, we can pay for. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I brought that using a proxy before, so I
Okay.
know.
So basically, what you can get, right? About 2 or 3 euros, you get a box
a
of
big bag.
a box of, like, I'll say hundreds of parts from watches.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because there's some watch manufacturers in China, Lowe's, right? They're so cheap, and they put all of these parts together into a plastic box for like 3 euros. And it has so many things you can find. It's like a treasure. You know what, guys? I know for you it's pretty hard to organize to buy, but if you need, let me know or let him know. And
Yes.
next year, someone comes, we bring some. If you need, all right? It's cheap, it's heavy.
It's available on AliExpress.
Huh?
AliExpress.
I know they do, but I don't know if they
Ship to
c-
Europe as well.
But I don't know if
That
that's.
was the difficult one.
I
You
know.
have to use a proxy to buy from Taobao from here.
Yeah. So the easy way, waiting for a year, next time we bring some over here. if you guys need. And Chris, for sure, if you come back to Asia, I'll give some to you or whatever, right? If you really need it.
And for me, it's if you work a big company,
Yeah.
I go to my IT stuff,
Yeah.
and it's IT trash. Lot of computers, lot of.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, give me 1 hour. I maybe remove, and it's a treasure.
Oh yeah.
The small optics, small cable,
Yeah.
small metal tiny. Little bit wired. It's a big company,
Yeah.
but it's perfect. Lot of IMAX have a cool fans.
Oh,
like
lovely.
the wings. It's perfect.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's 1 or 2 hours. Okay, now I reassemble it. Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have 2 broken printers at home and 2 major computer boxes waiting to be slaughtered.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're useful.
I disassemble every electronic stuff in my home. If you go to trash,
Yeah.
reassemble. Okay, looks not go to trash. If you
Yeah.
my
So always keep them into boxes, yeah, for one day. You never know which day, but yeah.
all the CD-ROM.
Oh yeah.
A lot of nice metal pieces.
Yes.
optics.
Yeah. Agree. Yeah.
It's also a great way of like being environmentally friendly and recycling stuff.
Yeah.
In this hobby.
Yeah, and also here, yeah, he was giving examples like from a mouse, from a pill box, like a medicine box. The key is to change the surface and the shape of it. Try your best to make people cannot think how it is, to break the edge, to break the surface. That's the target. You add on liners, you add on additional any photo X or any parts like we talk about those parts from a keyboard or something, and just put it on simply a pill box, a plastic one, and to turn it into another thing. And that's kind of another foundation of his imagination. So once you play something like that, okay, I'll just give you an example. Just anything random, right? Just air drops. And if you break this into 2 parts, and if you can, you know what I mean? Like you add some more things into it, and maybe it turns into a little craft already in a few minutes. And if you design, you know what I mean? Like, so I do this for like 5 minutes to stay away from my kids at home. Sometimes in my workroom, I just like to. Oh, okay, all right. At least I tried something new, but I'm not making it into a work. But I do this, play around with my rubbish on the table.
有个例子，这是机器人的腿。
好，
那我现在把它变成机器人，就是你可以更改你任何你想变的东西。
啊，机器人的腿变成机器人。
变成，我现在是想把它变成一个机器人的胸像。
Okay, so this one looks, it's a leg of a robot, right? But this is a bust of a robot. It's no more a leg. 2 eyes here. If you look at the other way, and you will have a different answer. And you have arms, and you can give him legs. You know what I mean? That's already something else.
Maybe 加一个两个小小的翅膀。
Or maybe 2 little wings. 哎，你刚才的翅膀。
哦，那个比较大了。
Okay, just 2 tiny wings. So you can turn this into a flying little robot already, you know what I mean? This is how free you need to set up and to play. Because it's hard. Your question was, when you were sitting there, I understand how hard it is to imagine and to keep bashing or to scratch build. But actually, when you look at just now, you know what I mean? If you play with it and it seems like you're looking for nothing and you are not reaching to any clear target. But suddenly you realize there are eyes here, and then straight away you have an
totally
anchor, and you can start from the zero already. So this is how imagination goes. Just to land yourself on any random object and to start flying with it. Yeah, okay, last 10 minutes. Right, so I'll quickly to give a sharp question today and following with introducing more of our shows. So we were judging creativity today, and I don't know if you went to that room yet, but tomorrow if you have time, please spend. I'll share you the experience. Maybe it's an answer to skill, creativity, which is more important for modeling. You know what I mean? I mean, for ordinary the AFV, for the aircrafts, for the historical military, we have to follow it, right? There's no creativity. There's no room for the creativity. A little room, 10%. You create a story on it, a tiny story on it. Yeah, that's fine. But if you go too much across the line, and you change category, come to our creativity group. You know what I mean? And we welcome you. Or maybe, as I said, again, you turn a little bit more into the mega or what if. They're also emotion, there are more categories welcoming the creativity, more important people now, right? Which is the change and improve of motion. But the other side, skill. Okay, in our category today, we are facing this kind of debate. So we were talking about it, judging. Okay, I'll give you this example. Tomorrow you can take a look. There's one plane, Zero, from Japan, Second World War, a fighter, and this guy broke it into sushi, right? It looks good. I mean, well, it looks interesting. And from us judging, we see a lot of people were taking pictures of that one. But to me, judging clothing-wise, I wouldn't give it like gold or any, because that brings us a strong debate on this, because that one is a little bit lack on the skill. It's a great idea. It draws a lot of attention from people, especially little girls and ladies, which I love. In any model show, I love to see which works, which area will draw a lot of non-hard men or us geeks to stay. If I see girls like it, little kids like it, that's something the modeling should go a little bit more to the area to let more people enjoy this hobby than just us following library references, museums. So that's my philosophy for one part, but still I have a very strong, skillful part there inside of me. So skill-wise, that one is not there, right? And there's another work, also an airplane. Please, tomorrow you will see. We actually gave both of them, I'll keep this secret, but on the same level, right? But it's definitely stronger on the skill than the other. But at the same time, that one based on the actual French novel, The Little Prince, you know, the pilot flying explorer, it's creation too. But this tool, we give them on the same level because they actually represent two different directions of creativities. One is totally open yourself, turn a piece of work into food, and that's creativity. And the other is following some existing novel or story into another direction, that's also creativity. So that's why we decided to give them both on the same level, just to show to people. That's also doing this to let people understand there's only one answer, not only one answer to creativity, to works. There are many ways into the same thing. Into the funny results. So that's why we picked two airplanes onto onto the same level as well as a very clear comparison. Tomorrow, please take a look in the creativity room. You will see what I'm talking about. Both are planes, both created into two ways, and one is stronger on the funny creation, the other is stronger on the execution and overall presentation, and they both have a very good result of that. But also there's a diorama, really well made. If it was in the civilian diorama or a hardship like a military diorama, it would gain some attention. But we couldn't because there was no real sharp creativity in there. But if there was something, okay, I'll give you the name was the rats. It was one guy was trying to catch rats and all that. But in the room in there, there's nothing. But try to remember, if we were discussing if that guy could create a giant red tail or two flashing red eyes inside of that room, that people can imagine there's a huge mutant rat in there, the whole diorama will change into a higher level of the work, you know. So that's sometimes just one touch to turn your work into a stronger creativity work. That's a debate. So skill or creativity, which one means no answer. But again, skill in a contest like that, if you really want to be in skill, is always the foundation. But there's so many people with good skills these years. It's very easy to gain skills. If you keep building every day, after 5 years, 10 years, some people faster 2 months, you get good skill. But creativity, can you squeeze that? Sometimes it comes like in 10 years, a great result. Sometimes it comes in 10 seconds. you can't really do something to guarantee your production of creativity. So it's more about daily life. You have to watch enough movies, cartoons, books, talk to people, observing the streets and going up to the mountains or think inner of yourself. And then maybe you have enough materials and one day they will somehow assemble during a shower to put into a good idea. So, which is treasure, like gold. So to me, if someone holds that idea and please spend time on your skills and then put them together, that's a golden work. Like Chris is already over there. Like, so, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's our opinion on this. So again, it's so hard to have a good creation, really, over the model. So coming to Asia, we were talking about like how Asian things.
Yeah.
RF, we're working fast-wise. I don't know how many of you are working, organizing your shows, but sharing this experience, we do the first round, everyone will have, each judge will have 10 stickers, like notes, different color. I have green, he has blue, yellow, blah, blah, blah. So we have a few juries for each team. So we don't talk, we just go around and we put, if you like this work, you put your sticker on the paper, the work paper. And then we have also the volunteers that will collect 10, the highest voted with the stickers, into the center table. And now we all sit together, each one will have a form with all the scores. So we give scores for each work, the 10 out of 20, out of 100, if it's complex. And then among the 10, each one will have your own results on the scoring. And also we have calculator volunteers. They will work on the numbers. They will figure out the highest scores, the top 1, 2, 3. And the 7, the other ones are qualified. So they have qualified bronze award, but the top 3 is gold, silver, and bronze. That's how we work. So basically, we don't do like opinion sharing. We do the first draft. So we minimize like so many things into only 10. And agreed by people, by yourself, by your teammates. And then we don't even discuss. We just write down the points. And after that we discuss. We start talking why he's better, why we should push him higher to the best of the group or to the best of show, all of that. So it saves time.
So these points you are giving like 10, 8, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's like just your feeling. I feel this is 8 out of 10.
Yeah, basically for each individual person it is.
And you can give like 8 of 10, 8 of 10, 8 of 10, 7 of 10. Like
Yeah. But we have more than 1 or 3 people in each group. So that makes the result fair. Because you can give some people with generous hands, some people with serious hands, some people look at the same work, maybe give 3 out of 10, and some other person maybe give 8 out of 10. Doesn't matter, because the result between these two will be 5 out of 10, right? Or 5.5. And with 6 or 7 people, the result is more accurate to the final. Yeah, that's how our system is. Yeah. And this is RF. This is how we work in creativity.
That Murakami's figure, the soldier on the left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was me playing tech.
How many models on this RF together?
16, 17 to 2000. So it's usually it's in between 1,700 to 1,900. Today,
Today.
yes. Same, like the same, but bigger venue.
刚刚那个你要不要？这个是全场第2的。
And for 2 years, we have our works from Creative win the Best of Show second, in a row. So basically, in Asia, it shows how the potential of creative works. Like people start liking more of the creative works, because I think we're not bored, we're not tired, but we've seen too many extraordinary works of tanks and airplanes already. We know the ceiling of them. People have already there. So now we want to see something new. We want to try something new. So we started in Asia already, and now it's starting here. Yeah. And next year you will see this guy, Jason from Korea, on the right with glasses and looking down. He creates his own sci-fi world with figures. Very good guy. So he will be here next year.
And maybe considering the skill level before you are going to creativity level of these shows.
Yeah.
Can you maybe compare it to the skill level of models here?
Okay, good question. For us, even in Asia, at the very beginning, 4 years ago, we started creativity. 5 years ago, we started creativity. From that year, I remember in the group of creativity, the skills were still like bottom. That's why I was up there straight away. But because people had no idea, like what creativity is, same like here for the first year. But second year was normal, rising slightly, and third year, boom. We see a lot of fantastic works. And the gold work always goes to the best of show team.
Yes.
Yeah, creativity wise. And then, I know the skill level from the third year, higher. Because I don't really know the factor behind it, but I think more people, more skilled modelers start jumping into creativity. And they are very good already on the aircrafts and tanks. And they start changing something into the creativity. Yeah.
就是说，你跟我们2个人曾经大力的去推展这个的工作，才让
well,
这
for
个
the first 2 years also, because we tried really hard to promote it, to explain to people, like, or to even give them guidelines how they can change their work based in their safe zone, like what they did, what they are good at, to turn them into something new. Yeah, we were trying to direct for 2-3 years, and yeah, that was the part. And also, there's some professional art students into the creativity, because they hated tanks, to be honest. And some girls especially, and they're very good in arts, in sculpturing or painting. They start jumping in. So we have a lot of girls modelers, yeah, which is a good sign.
Especially in the last few years in China, like Wonder Festival, Shanghai.
Yeah.
They've the figures that they started churning out there, a lot of them are actually higher demand than even the Japanese events, than what the Japanese modelers make.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, Chinese sculptures.
they don't know though.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. I mean, I have a booth there. I brought some from like Qing Dynasty sculptor. They're all professional. They do city sculptures, and now they're into modeling. And 3D printing in China, AI designing. You know my team, give me 30 minutes, I give you a figure, 3D printed, AI designed. Yeah, I know it's bad, right? But it's happening. We can't refuse it. It's happening, seriously. Because it's like with my little side project, 6 months ago, before the new year, before Christmas, we started talking about it. I said, okay, I need to assemble a team of 8 characters, 1 robot and some other, like a Commandos, the video game before, right? Different skill, different things. Okay, we talk to AI, we train an AI, and we give them basic character details, and they gave us like 15 options for each character within 10 minutes, basically. And then we take off like 12 of them. We keep only 3 of each character, and re-input back to the AI saying, okay, based on the 3, give me 1 accurate 1. So they chose 1, assembled with the 3 characters into 1 character. So after like 15 minutes, we have 8 sharp characters there. And then we say, okay, give them 3 actions, poses. And they give me, based on 1 character, they give me 3 different poses. And then, well, taking a little bit more time is to fix the file into printing ready. But now it takes shorter time, and we can 3D print it straight away.
What AI do you use for that?
Huh?
What AI do you use for that?
Quite a few. Like we are cross, so we use 3 or 4 different AIs, to work on.
I really want to learn how to do that.
We talked to hopefully in 2-3 years. In this workshop, in this room, we will try to show how to work in this way. Yeah. I mean, it is future, right? 3D printing. AI is happening.
Yeah.
Sadly and happily. Yeah.
It is that way.
Yeah. Both ways. Okay, so that was it. And I don't want to keep Janusz worrying about. So we close the venue for today. Thank you guys for staying, and hopefully something was useful or inspirable to you guys. Yeah. Did you? Okay. Thank you guys. Yeah. Again, Mr. Tao Xuanxi from Taiwan, and he's been here 3 years. We hope he will be here next year again, and year after, every year. Right? And, thank you. And myself, Alan. With the name, if you can search me on Facebook, I'm willing to open for more contacts. And next year, we bring some watches or something here, like gifts. Find us.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.